York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Hall to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We're taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 13 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Down at the 25. Well, this defense for the Browns, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
That puts them in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Hall. Oh, a good move at the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Malik McDowell. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Browns at 6-5 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
To the right side, and he's got Moore complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. In motion left goes Jones. Now Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another second down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays second down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
Now a play fake here on first down. Across the formation, he finds Ruckert. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back to throw now on first down. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Cleveland offense making their way out. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Watson now on second down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Jones now in motion left. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The throw left side to start the drive is complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 2. They're going to look to throw. Again, he finds more. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He gets it underneath to Hall. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman had halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 107 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Flushed out right. Drops it off for Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
They'll give to Hall, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They'll set up to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Edwards. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Back to throw again. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore from 10 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. In motion left goes Jones. Now a first down throw, Watson. Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Caught on the right side by Jones. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Jones now in motion left. Watson looks to throw again. It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. John Franklin Myers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Second down and goal. Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal. In motion left goes Jones. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The New York set to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Uzomah. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. He'll look to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A give running right is Hall. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. 45. Right.
Hall again on 2nd down. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Hall. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the... And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. And the question, was the knee in fact down? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. Gay's kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So now it's Watson and the Browns. Down by 6, 80 seconds remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Watson to throw. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. To throw, Watson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by the touchdown and the ever-critical extra point. So it is a 1-point lead here in the final minute of action. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So now the focus shifts to the Jets, trailing by a point, 53 ticks to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Gets this to Moore, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, but it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Back to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Here we go.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from 55 yards out. And he missed it. He missed it right. It's no good. And that's going to cost him a football game. So a field goal that could have won it went awry. Pretty good distance field goal. It wasn't a chip shot, but still, that one's going to stick with him for a little while, you'd have to think.
It is, and I know that he missed that one. And they walk off the field, and obviously they don't feel great about themselves. They just lost a game. But this is where the proficiency of kickers actually comes back and hurts them because they've gotten so good that we expect them to make just about everything, and we forget that's still a long field goal attempt.
And so much pressure there at the end of the game. It's one of those situations, unfortunately, where you're either the hero or you're the GOAT.
And what you also hope is that you've built up equity with your team by making a whole lot of big kicks before so that the occasional miss doesn't hurt you going forward.
So for the Browns, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.